Everything all right?
Apart from the wreck of my car, yes.
The village chief was eyeing it with suspicion. Perhaps he thinks it's a monster. Never mind.
This is about the size of the town where I grew up.
Yeah, I guess so.
What this village really needs is a shopping mall. Have you found out where to get a decent cup of coffee here?
Those are your problems. Carl's reliable hammer. Even I should be able to drive nails into all sorts of things with this. Carl loves quality. With these nails, you could nail the Queen Mary to Big Ben. The ship, I mean. The heroic deeds of Agent Montgomery and his inept servant Jackie reminds me of preschool. I rocked the house back in the day. Miss Winterbottom and the kids went wild when I drummed. The monkeys probably recognize that I'm not a member of their troop.
Jumbo, my friend.
What do you have for sale?
Whatever you need. Mountain climbing equipment, traditional medicine, ceramic bowls, and original Tanzanian wooden giraffes.
Wooden giraffes? Wooden giraffes?
They are produced by kindly old Maasai grandmothers. It takes them weeks to produce just one.
No, they're not. They're carved by Chinese prisoners.
You offend me. You are distorting the image of our cultural and globalized fair trade.
I'm not distorting anything. I carved them myself. Hundreds! With these hands.
Fine. Then I assume you do not wish to purchase one.
Damn right.
But maybe you would like to carve me some for stock.
No.
As you wish.
I'd like to buy a bowl.
That will be 20 shillings.
What? 20 shillings for a bowl? It's worth 5 at the most.
Listen, we aren't in the Cairo Bazaar. And I have the local monopoly on ceramic bowls. So, 20 shillings.
I can't afford that.
If you say so.
What sort of medicine do you have?
What do I have? Things work a bit differently here, my friend. The question is, what medicine do you need? Let me have a look at you. An obvious case. The fire of the rhinoceros.
What is that exactly?
Any good pharmacist can see at a glance that you are not an upright man.
No one's ever complained about my uprightness.
I don't just mean your equipment. I mean your whole life. You are flighty and fickle. In your condition, you should not climb Kilimanjaro or anything else.
I'm gonna have to disappoint you. Jack never has problems.
If you say so.
We could use some mountain climbing equipment.
I have coats and equipment for climbing Kilimanjaro in my warehouse.
Will you sell me some?
Only once the tournament is over. I'm not leaving this spot, but I'm happy to sell you a couple of wooden giraffes.
I could go and get the coats from the warehouse.
I am sorry, but the warehouse is guarded, and the guard will only let warriors from the tribe in.
Then I'll come back later.
If you say so.
Cheerio. What's up there?
Shh, just listen.
My villagers, our financial situation is precarious. Unfortunately, the Afro Real Estate Bank used our substantial profits from carpet and insurance bonds to play the market. In the end, they gambled it all away. As you know, we now owe a big sum to the Jirani tribe. The ancient rules allow us to resolve the conflict through a tournament. If, at the end of the day, a fighter manages to win for our cause, then we get a fresh start. But if a fighter from the Jirani tribe should win, then we will be forced to abandon the common currency we once embraced with our neighbors.
Oh no, not you again.
Ah, Mr. Keane. What an unpleasant reunion. Terry?
Finally, say goodbye to the world.
On the contrary. Terry, put your hands where I can see 'em.
Looks like a classic standoff. And now?
My friends, I'm sure you wouldn't want to disregard our traditions.
What traditions? Just get out of my way, you interfering fool.
First of all, you are speaking to the chief of the proud village of Koa Manyatan. Secondly, all disputes here may only be dealt with on the meeting grounds and with previous registration. And thirdly, if you do not wish to agree to these terms, my tribe of hunters and gatherers who own very, very many sharp spears might become quite incensed.
Careful, Jack.
Any more questions, gentlemen?
We don't want any trouble, but what about them?
Terry, how many bullets do you have?
A couple, I think.
Against a village full of warriors. Poor odds. It isn't worth it. We shall find another way to negotiate with Mr. Keane. Terry, you guard the airship. I'll take a look around. Please maintain a respectful distance.
Jumbo, stranger.
Actually, all we want to do is climb that mountain.
Have fun with your climb then.
Can we simply go?
Sure, I take it that you've got appropriate snow gear. But of course, you must wait until we resolve our feud at the meeting grounds.
What, snow gear? In Africa?
If it wasn't necessary, we wouldn't do so much business selling it.
What's going on down there?
Unfortunately, we are greatly in debt to the neighboring tribe because our bank left us hanging. The creditor must forego his claim if his tribe is defeated in a duel.
I'd like to help solve the conflict in a diplomatic way.
Well, there is a way for you to ensure justice for our village.
With words?
No, with your hands, clenched into two determined fists. If you win, you will save our village. Plus, you win an original, authentic Koa Manyatan warrior mask, trademark.
Count me in.
But you're not wearing any war paint. Sorry, but you cannot compete without this. The creditor warriors would laugh their heads off.
Halt! Who goes there? Ah, Jack. Get out of here, or I'll put a bullet in you. I don't care what the warriors think.
Remember what the village chief said about physical violence?
Do you see any witnesses here? I mean, the cliffs are high. One false step, it would be a terrible accident.
Yeah, I got you. Time to leave.
Jack, would you believe it? I've just had 2 marriage proposals.
I could enter the tournament, but I need war paint.
And?
Well, I thought women always carry lots of makeup, don't you?
Sure. And men never stare at my cleavage. How cliché can you get?
Fine, I'll find another way to paint myself.
Just to save you embarrassment, I know a Comox Indian war paint pattern that might help you. Have you ever considered asking a pro? All you can do is make him look like a hooker.
For war paint, Amanda is the better choice.
Good thing you're sometimes nice to me, or you'd be in trouble. Okay, hold still. Just a little bit here and some there. Perfect. One fearsome warrior.
Wow, thanks. Hey, Carl.
Hello, Jack.
Aren't boring cars the only things you can build? How about airships like Umbati?
Actually, the technology isn't all that complicated. But I must admit, they did a pretty impressive job on the engines. They involve a lot of expensive mechanics. This makes me curious.
There's a wrecked airship in the savannah, probably unguarded.
Wow! An Umbati airship close up. I wonder how they solved the weight problems.
We could drive there.
Great idea! I'm ready whenever you are! What is it, Jack?
I need to borrow your car. I'd like to have another drive round.
I have a bad feeling about this. But if you insist...
I'll be careful, promise.
Good luck.
Let's move along.
Well, those rotors are truly admirable. Ah, yes, red! It's the perfect color to make the wings more aerodynamic.
So, did you learn anything useful?
Yeah, the technology is primitive, but inspiring. Unfortunately, I cannot grasp it completely until I can study a functioning sample.
Now, let's find out what's inside. Ah, a bunch of letters. Looks like Terry once worked for Dr. T together with Professor Umbati. Ah, here it mentions experimenting with the intelligence of apes. Oh, wow. Besides the letters, the suitcase contains bundles of cash. Thanks, Professor. This'll come in handy. Some letters and personal notes belonging to Terry. Let's see. Ah, letters from a certain Mr. Belbin. Let's see. He writes about research in Dr. T's lab. Looks like they specifically bred apes with high intelligence and designed goggles for them. There were 2 test lines, gorillas and chimpanzees, and every single one of them bit Terry more than once. Yikes. Once Dr. T's research was shut down, all specimens were returned to the wild in Africa. Nothing special happened after that. Seems Terry lost his job, committed a few serious crimes for which he was going to be hanged. Umbati bought his freedom and hired him. The usual drama. Some letters and personal notes. Strictly speaking, it's none of my business, but... Ah, he was subjected to several psychological tests. The wing moves a little. If I were heavier, I could attach the wing under this flap. Hey, Carl.
Oh, Jack, what do you want?
I'm sure that standing on the wing you get a better view.
Going down. Jack, this kind of fall is bad for my knees and for my emotional well-being.
Hey, Carl.
Oh, Jack, what do you want?
The cockpit doesn't look so great now. Can you have another look at it?
Poor monkey. Jack, that was mean.
The monkey landed in exactly this spot. Let's see if he can also hit the open suitcase. The flap thing moves when I stand on this mechanism. Hey, Carl.
Oh,
I'm sure...
going down. Jack, this kind of fall is bad for my knees and for my emotional
Carl.
well-being. Oh, Jack. Just a moment. You're sending me all over the place just so I can lock this poor monkey in the suitcase? Shame on you!